Welcome back to the exchange. Stocks are mixed today. The Dow is tracking for its third negative day in a row, while the S&P 500 and NASDAQ are moving higher. The NASDAQ is the outperformer on the day as technology leads the way after Google's big antitrust case ruling. And while our next guest expects the bulls to keep running, she does see some short-term risks on the horizon. Joining me now is Katerina Simonetti, Executive Director at Morgan Stanley Private Wealth Management. Katerina, this is a big day in terms of the Mag 7 type names, but is it going to be enough, especially because we've been talking so much about this broadening out trade, whether or not it's sectors or even small caps and mid caps to this overall market theme?
Don, well, you're absolutely right. Thank you for having me on the show. It was very exciting to watch Mag 7 over the last couple of years. But as we know, the performance in these stocks are not necessarily consistent, especially when we look at them recently. And when we see the market performance this year, this has been an incredible story of a turnaround. We started the year expecting, possible recession. We entered April thinking that we're going to have a tariff-driven recession. And look at the market now. We've had an incredible run, and Morgan Stanley view that we are entering the next bull market and that there's going to be broadening of buying opportunities because, of course, naturally this time of the year and considering the risks that the market is still facing, there is a possibility that there will be some type of a pullback, and we would be looking for buying opportunities outside of Mag 7, but not, of course, abandoning the place completely.
Katerina, we had featured the industrial sector earlier this month in our Sectornomics kind of monthly package because it is the second best performing sector in the entire S&P so far this year. That industrials trade is one that maybe is roughly the same size as a sector as it is the weighting of just NVIDIA alone. So how important is that industrials trade to that broadening out thesis?
Dom, it is surprising to investors that industrials have outperformed both financials and technology this year. And it is absolutely our top pick for the year. When you think of industrials with the overall spending, with positive cash flows, with the amount of money that is being invested in build-up of the roads, of the airports, and of course of data centers and electric grids that are so important for AI. And we know that sector is going to be unbelievably disruptive, for the economy. We think that that is the sector to focus on and to represent in the portfolios. And this also is a wonderful example how diversification makes sense, especially when market is as exciting as it is right now, and we're looking for buying opportunity.